Hello, everyone. Welcome to Book Club Preview. I'm Michael, and today we're looking at the Mark of Athena, Chapter 11. And oh man, do things get intense! It starts off with a Piper being stuck in the middle between these two crazy demigods charging at each other. And Piper would have been mushed, just destroyed. But luckily, the horses, they kind of resisted the control of Percy and the control of Jason. They kind of knew something was wrong, so they kind of shifted a little bit. And with that moment, gave Piper enough time to get out of the way. And then the boys clashed. And just fighting, with their swords just flashing in the blink of an eye. And, you know, they're fighting, and, you know, Percy's winning and Jason's winning, and Gaia's telling him, choose which one will die. And then she realized, wait a second, that voice has too much hate in it. That's not Gaia. And Piper asks, who are you? And then she learns, they say, we are the, and I'm not sure how to pronounce this, but Edolians, I'm not sure. Some kind of spirits that can take control of bodies of people. And Gaia promised that they could take control of Jason or Percy, whichever one that Piper chose to live. And so these guys are controlling Jason and Percy, and Piper's trying to distract this creature and to wake up Jason or to wake up Percy as they keep battling each other. And it's kind of funny because Piper will say, Jason, no! And Jason will be like, what? And then Percy will be like, boom! And then Percy will be like, Argh! And then Piper will be, Percy, no! And Percy will be like, what? And then Jason will be like, zap! And Percy will be blocked away, so she'll stop one and the other one will hurt the other. And oh man, it's a tough battle. Well, eventually, you know, Jason gets to the point where he's just about ready to kill Percy, and she's thinking like, oh man, if Jason kills Percy, Jason will at least live. But he's like, no, Jason, stop! And he stops, and then Percy like sweeps him under the ground, and boom, Jason crunches his head again on the cement and gets knocked out. Percy is about ready to go and kill Jason when Piper says to the Edolians, hey, face me, fight me. And they look over at her and their sword, and in the background, Blackjack is coming over. And Piper distracts Percy long enough for Blackjack to just go conk and kick Percy in the back of the head, boom, knocking him out. And Percy has a huge horse-shaped bump on his head. And Piper eventually gets Percy and Jason on the back of Blackjack. They fly back to the ship. Everyone's a little confused. And in the sick bay, a sick bay is kind of in a ship, the place where the injured people go. In the sick bay, Percy and Jason are there, and Coach Hedge is getting them all ready, and they kind of wake up, and they start to share the story, and Annabeth's like, no, you guys need to rest. Percy's like, no, we definitely need food, and we need to talk. So Coach Hedge goes and takes control of the ship. After Jason and Percy get cleaned up, Annabeth tells Percy, before the meeting, please change. You smell like you got ran over by an electric horse. Which, the storm spirit is kind of an electric horse, so it's actually pretty accurate. So they get changed and ready. All the demigods are meeting together. Coach Hedge is flying the boat. And they start just sharing everything that happened. Piper talks about the Eldions and how they were controlling Jason and Percy. Everyone's like, yeah, Leo, it wasn't because Leo was evil, he was controlled. And so they feel a little better about that. And the Romans are on their tail, and the Roman eagles can smell demigod blood, and they gotta go fly over the Atlantic where they will probably die. But hey, let's just go at it. And they also talk about these twin brothers, Otis, and again, I'm not too sure how to pronounce these names because they're Greek or Roman. Ephilites, Ephilites, Ephilites. Don't know. But if you find out, please let me know. About these two twins, and they're hauling up this container that Piper saw. And Annabeth remembers, oh yeah, there's a story that there were two giants, and they were trying to stack mountains on top of each other to get up to Mount Olympus. And so they kind of know that they have to fight these guys, and somehow they have the keys to endless death. And without Bacchus's help, they don't think they're going to be able to do it. By the way, just a note here, while they're having this conversation, Coach Hedge is singing a song called Blow the Man Down. This is a very old song, a very popular sailor kind of song. If you've ever watched a movie with pirates, the pirates are probably singing this song. In the description of this video, I added a link so you can hear this song. And there's many different versions. This was just the one that I thought was the best, of just someone singing the song. And you can even look at the lyrics. But this is what Coach Hedge is singing. Well, they're about ready to break up and finish, but suddenly Percy starts to remember something about Polybides and what he said about capturing Percy and using his blood. And they talk and they think, I guess, demigod blood has something special in it that can wake Gaia up. And the giants, they don't want to kill us. They want to capture us, to use our blood to wake up Gaia in some way. We don't really know sure how, why, but we understand that. Everyone's just about ready to finish and go to find the Gaia's son, Phorosis. I can't remember what it was, but to find this guy in Atlanta. But before they go to bed, Piper says, guys, there's just one more thing. And whenever Piper talks, everyone just looks at her, and Piper's like, don't look at me. But everyone looks at Piper, and she's like, those spirits that took control of Jason and Percy and Leo, they're still here. That is how the chapter ends. Vocabulary, let's hit it fast. Balked, that's kind of this resisting. If you imagine riding a horse and the horse kind of wanting you off of it or not wanting to go where you want it to go. And this is what Blackjack and the Storm Spirit, Tempest, they kind of did this before Percy and Jason were able to fight each other. Dissipated. If you imagine a cloud of smoke, the cloud of smoke starts to disappear. It's actually still there. The molecules, the atoms, the little bits, but we just can't see it. And that is called dissipate, where it spread out amongst the other things. Ricocheted is bounce off of. So Jason summoned lightning. Here's his sword. It hits his sword and then ricocheted, bounced off of his finger. We think of oftentimes with guns. If you shoot metal, you have to be careful because the bullet can ricochet. It can bounce off. Indecisively means not completely sure. So when Piper's talking to the spirits and she's like, face me, and she's like, don't kill him. She's talking to Blackjack, just knock him out. And he's like, what? Kind of not sure what he should be doing, and then Blackjack, bonk, kicks him on the head. Resilient means strong, unable to break. Hopefully Percy's head and Jason's head were resilient enough to not get broken and their brains leak out. Exposed. When Piper's talking, she feels, oh, there's nowhere to hide. Everyone can see you. Exposed. If you are, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Maybe in the army, okay, and you're kind of going and hiding in the forest. But from this forest, there's another forest over here, and you have to cross. But there's a field in the middle. As you go into the field, you suddenly have no protection. You have nothing to hide behind, nothing to cover you, and you are exposed. And so that's how Piper feels when everyone looks at her. Exposed. Discussion question. Who do you think would have won? All right. Percy and Jason, at the table, they say like, oh man, I'm so sorry. I almost killed you. Percy's like, hey man, no worries. I almost killed you too. Totally understand. And Jason's like, oh no, you couldn't have killed me unless there was an ocean in Kansas. And Percy's like, what? You don't think I could have killed you? And they're about ready to like get into this, not like this fight, but like this competition again. But Annabeth's like, okay, boys, okay. I'm sure you would have done a great job killing each other. And they're like, okay. She kind of calms them down like a mom. But who do you think would have won, Jason or Percy? Of course, please make your own discussion question. That is all the time that we have for today. But thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Book Club Preview. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Hey, if you have any questions about the video today, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. If you had any other vocabulary words that you wanted to know what they meant, let me know. And also, if you're interested in maybe joining one of these book clubs, please leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.